Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. Let's get into Big Brother. Let's go. So Kenny, Angela, and Lisa are on the block. Now Quinn and Brooklyn have met back here in this room and they're talking about how they were like the last two people in the Pentagon Alliance and they're gonna look out for each other. But Quinn has seemed to align himself in a lot of alliances, right? So he has the Pentagon with the 5 people, he has the Andersons with these guys, and he has the Visionaries with T-Core and Chemo, which this is like his group, right? They feel like they're odd ducks. But he and T-Core are in other alliances together. But he's in a lot. So he could eventually have his game blown up. I get why they want Lisa out. She is annoying, right? She has cornered Chelsea in here. She's letting her know that her job this week is to win the power of veto. And I just need you to know that I'm coming for that. Chelsea's like, yeah. And then she wants to be reassured that she's not the target. Chelsea says she wasn't the target, but Lisa says she believed her. But Angela or Lisa, I don't think it really matters. One of them have to go. So Cam, Cedric, T-Core, and Chelsea are out in the backyard in the hammock talking, right? And basically they're saying like we need to stick together. Not like the cookout stick together, but they do know that they need to be careful. Now they don't have an official alliance, but they are looking out for each other, which is good. But child, it's always somebody looking, right? So Angela is looking at them talk in the backyard. And she says that I need to let Quinn know because this is a group we need to be a part of. So she tells Quinn to get up and go in the kitchen and look outside. This is a group we need to be a part of. So I think Quinn kind of misunderstood what she was saying. And he was like, he's in a group with T-Core. Like, that's his girl. So, child, let's go. So here's Quinn looking out the door. I think what Angela did not say was, this is the group we need to work with. But when she told Quinn, she was like, this is the group. And I think Quinn took it as the group to watch out for, thinking about the cookout. So Joseph, Chemo, and Quinn are outside talking, and T-Core comes up. Quinn tells T-Core that Angela comes up and said, this is a group, talking about them out there at the hammock, right? So now, people are already like, Angela's a liability. She's too emotional. So now, Angela is a real target. So then T-Core goes to Cedric and tells Cedric that Quinn told her when they were in the backyard, Angela came to him and said, that's the group. You should have been clear, Angela. So another thing they're kind of doing different this season is that HOH picks all of the people to play veto. Usually they have the people who are on the block and then whoever comes up, they pick. But she picked Brooklyn and she picked Joseph to play. So let's get into the veto. So the veto is called Code Tower, right? So they're out there dressed up and they have to stack things. And at the top of it, a laser has to go through the last piece. So once they stack all these circles and squares up, this last piece up top, the laser comes through and they win veto. This is not an easy game. Chelsea wants to win because she wants to keep the nominations the same. It's kind of hard. Angela stayed at ground zero. She can't get to the second level. But Kenny was patient. He got it done. The laser went through and Kenny won the veto. So now he has to be taken off the block, right? Well, he's going to take himself off the block and Chelsea will have to nominate another person. So Cedric finally gets a chance to get to the HOH room and let Chelsea know that Angela's down there saying that that group that was out at the hammock is the one to watch. Right? So Chelsea's fed up. She's like, I'm going to call her out. I was hoping it would be a house calling out, but she pulled Angela to the side. So Chelsea calls Angela into the room and she says, I heard it through the grapevine that when we were all out at the hammock, you came and told somebody that we were the one to watch out for. Angela quickly lets her know the only person I said that to was Quinn. She was like, I didn't hear from Quinn. She was like, well, you heard it from somebody else. And she was like, I meant nothing by that. Child, so Angela is devastated, right? She is hurt because she and Quinn were supposed to have a final 2, but Angela just messes up the game. She is so emotional. So she walks out into the backyard. She was like, I just need to have a conversation with Quinn. So Quinn is like, what? Okay. And then as they're coming inside, she turns and looks at Lisa and said, Lisa, wipe that stupid smirk off your face. Child, Angela is unhinged. So Angela is utterly devastated, right? She was like, I told you that, and I was telling you that because I wanted to get into that group, right? Angela was in a group, but the night that she went off on everybody, she told about people coming up there trying to make an alliance that she did not believe that she was in. So nobody really wants to work with her, but she is giving it to Quinn, right? Then T-Core walks in. So T-Core is like, okay, let's clear it up. What did you mean by that's the group? She said that I meant I wanted to be in the group. Quinn was like, well, it was unclear because it seems like you were coming after them, and I just wanted to let T-Core know because T-Core is in our group. So T-Core is trying to explain to her that in past seasons, when you see people of color grouped together, before she could finish, Angela's like, oh no, don't do that, don't do that, don't ever do that, don't do that. She's not listening to what T-Core is saying, right? So T-Core is aggravated. Like I said, we don't care so much, right? And she's like, oh no, don't do that, don't do that. So T-Core is like, I'm glad that we was able to clarify this, but what I'm trying to make you understand is when you say something about that group, it makes it feel like you're putting a target on us. Angela is not listening. All she is doing is trying to get her point across that is not what she meant. She's not listening to what T-Core is saying. Just crazy. So she walks into the kitchen and she starts talking to Cedric. Cedric does not know what's going on. And she's like, Cedric, I am not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. Don't say that about me. He's like, it's cool. It's cool. Like, chill out. Then she grabs him and said, don't ever do that. It's not about race. Don't ever do that. Poor Cedric. So Angela's in the diary room, right? And everybody is like, she is playing a horrible game, right? She is really, I'm saying, the way I look at it, she is playing a horrible game. Now, I've said something before and I'm going to say it again. These powers that are in play, people talked about that way too soon because Quinn told her about his power. Now she's sitting in the diary room saying Quinn has betrayed her and she has not decided yet if she's going to tell everybody about his power. He should not have told anyone. So Tucker is like... Tucker is becoming one of my favorite people in this game because he is so slick at the mouth and he really don't have time for a lot of stuff. But Tucker has told Chelsea that if she needs to, she can put him up as a pawn if it comes to that. I think that's amazing because he's not, even if he doesn't win, Tucker's not going to get voted out. He hasn't done anything to anyone. So Angela is sitting here eating her avocado, right? T-Core walks in and looks at her like that, and she just breaks down. Like, I really and truly thought Angela was about to lead the game. Real talk, I thought she was out of here. Oh, Angela. Yeah, she can't take it. Too emotional for this game. But she finally does the right thing. She pulls T-Core to the side and she said, I am sorry. I was not listening to what it is that you were saying, right? I just wanted you to hear me so bad that I was not listening to you. So I sincerely apologize for making it seem like I was trying to group you all together or I was trying to say something about the group. And I was so glad she said that because that doesn't happen often, and that's exactly what she was doing. So T-Core accepted her apology, and hopefully they can move on. But Angela, her back is against the wall. Child, I love Tucker. Tucker said, we got to get these powers out of here. So he has an idea that Chelsea has a power, right? She's looking so guilty that it just confirms what Tucker is saying. And then he doesn't stop at all. So they get back here to the room, and because she is a little intimidated, she comes out and says, it's not the power that you thought it was, but I do have a power. And she told him about the power. No one should be talking about the power. Like Tucker said, that is kind of stupid because you are a target now. So now Tucker's up here talking to Chelsea, saying we need to flush this out. Chelsea doesn't know what she's going to do, but Tucker did say he would go up as a pawn. So Chelsea has a decision to make. Of course, Kenny took himself off of the block. and Chelsea put Tucker up. So tomorrow night we will see who won the AI game and who will be going home. It's your girl Millie Chan. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.